darling, and this is a research video. Today I'm hopefully going to show you something interesting. I say hopefully because I've buggered this up a couple of times, probably due to the fact that I am 22 hours awake and a litre and a half of sherry up, and my reflexes are currently non-existent. But let's give it a go anyway. We'll go through the fog door. Fog door? Fog door. Fog door! We'll summon a couple of imps to give him... and there we go. That's not bad. 377 damage. Whoa, there we've got him down to a quarter of his health. And now he's down to half. Always doing the magic sword. I don't like that one. And he's dead! There we go. Completely unupgraded weapons. Yeah, I'm sure you will, dickhead. So, what the hell just happened? Well, there's been a bit of a debate in Elden Ring over whether double dipping on your status ailments is actually possible and viable. Like, for example, putting Scarlet Rot and Poison, or Bleed and Poison on the same weapon. And there's a YouTube channel that I watch called Rage Gaming. It's three guys called Josh, Cotton and Hollow, and they have been debating this. Josh was always insistent that double dipping on status ailments could work, whereas Cotton was of the opinion that you pick one thing and stick with it. So how do we just do that? Well, I've got two twin blades here, and I've got the skill to double wield them. If we look at the status here, this is 24 strength and 27 dexterity. Keep that in mind because it'll be relevant in a minute. Now, if you know anything about proccing status ailments, you will know that you need lots of little weak hits rather than a couple of big heavy hits. So how does this work? Right, well, the secret... I've got cold on the first Night Swords and blood, that is to say bleeding, on the second twin blade. If you want to know where I got all these, let me just bring the map up. The regular twin blade is found in the first area around the Dragonburnt Ruins, and if you YOLO it through Fort Height and Fort Pharaoh, you can skip the whole first level of the first 2 seconds. The first 2 levels of the game is what I'm trying to say, completely, and just go straight up to the Grand Left of Dectus. There's a teleporter somewhere around here, and it will take you to the East Windmill pasture. There's a fire burning there with several corpses on, and that will give you the second twin blade. Now, if you've played Dark Souls 2, you'll know that power stancing, that is to say two-handing, is pretty useless. So why am I doing it here? Well, let's have a look at the L1 attack on power stancing twin blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if I jump and do these attacks, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 attacks like that, and 2, 4, and then 4, and then 2 when I land. That is insane speed. Now, how do the procs work, and why am I using Frost on the main hand rather than Bleed? Well, Cold Infusion works like Bleed, but it doesn't do as much damage. It does a huge chunk of damage when it procs, but not as much as Bleed. But it also gives your enemy a big defense debuff and a big stamina debuff. If we have a look, to get these to Cold and Blood, by the way, I went to the, let me just show you. This pond to the right of the manor in Liurnia for the Hoarfrost Stomp. There is, by the way, a better one, but you have to beat the boss to get it. It's, yeah, it's over here in these ruins, but you have to go here and beat this boss to get it. And for the Bleed, it is in Fort Height. There is a tough dude at the top of the battlements just before the end of the level that will give you the Bloody Slash. And what that gives us is, if we put the Cold on the Twin Knight Swords, we get 80 Frost build-up. And when you get over 100 build-up for a status ailment, you're basically proccing it instantly. And 69 for the blood build-up on the Bloody Twin Blade. So that's pretty respectable. Now, here's the... yeah. So, there's the secret sauce in this particular burger. We are jumping 6 hits. That was 8. But yeah. Jump, 4 hits, 2 hits, 6 hits just like that. And we can basically proc Frost immediately, which will reduce their defense an enormous amount. And then we are just going all out to bleed them. Now, the reason I'm doing this as a research video is because Rage Gaming updated this to their channel, and they are in New Game Plus, and they are just chumping all the bosses, just chewing through their health bars. But the build they have got is like super end game. They've got Seppuku, and they've got the Exaltation of the Bloodlord, and they've got stuff you can only get by going to late game areas and finishing super late quest lines. I wanted to see if this build was viable from start, and yeah, once I've got these buggers upgraded, I think we're gonna see some really interesting videos. So that's where I'm going with this. And yeah, please like, comment and subscribe. I hate saying that, but statistics show that people don't if you don't say it. So you're all awful, probably. I guess, maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna rest at my... I can't rest at the site of grace for some reason. But I will figure that out, and I will upload this, and ooh, it's gonna be an interesting couple of days upgrading these blades. Look at this, 4, 6. Ooh, it's nice. It's nice. It's a very nice.